plus an entire new chapter for a spoiler. Just in time for the February sweeps, a youthful and restless antagonist is making his way to Genoa City. Hello everyone, my name is Oliver. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Wow! Audra resolutely rejected Tucker's highly persuasive proposal and subsequently terminated his employment. I was truly impressed, and it left me eagerly anticipating the contents of her upcoming chapter. Regrettably, Audra Charles has not been novel in her efforts to recruit mate. However, insights into her innermost thoughts have been provided to Nikki regarding her father's alcoholism. Surprisingly, this vulnerability has rendered her an asset for Nikki, who is not equipped to deal with an employee who constantly reminds her of her predicament and walks on eggshells around her. The preview suggests that Nikki and Audra will separate, allowing the younger woman to pursue Glissade in an expedient manner. I am intrigued to see if Audra will return to the workplace and instigate a dispute that results in Nikki terminating her employment. She did state that she would emulate Nate's approach, but he has been terminated from his last 2 positions. In conclusion, it intrigues me whether or not Audra can reverse the script on Tucker. McCall will acquire no assets whatsoever if the pupil manages to triumph over the master at his own game. Diane stated in a related commentary that she has her money on Ashley to win her challenge against Tucker. And while it may have been primarily in Ashley's mind, much to Jack's dismay, it became somewhat tangible when she boarded a flight to Paris. I found their argument persuasive because I could appreciate his position. Why would Ashley grant Tucker such authority over her? In addition to her own, which is that she merely requires the truth regarding what transpired. Tucker's encouragement for her to return to the cafe and inquire with the server suggests that the waiter's integrity may have been compromised. Obtaining security footage and going over his head to the manager will be necessary. Although I initially harbored skepticism regarding Ashley's capacity to manage the situation in her present condition, the presence of Tracy completely alters the situation. Notably, numerous admirers are beyond exhausted by this plot, so let's hope this concludes everything. You all go, ladies. The writers of Young and Restless deserve praise for devoting more than a week to Nikki's alcohol problem, and for portraying it as the difficult journey that so many others face. Considering her current reliance on Jack, one cannot help but question the purpose of Seth's presence and the likelihood of his reappearance. We are all aware that Jack's agreement to conceal the fact that Nikki is seeking his support from Victor will not end well. If this continues in a vulgar fashion, Victor will suspect that they are involved in extramarital affairs. Just as Cole informed Victoria that Claire's mental condition was improving, the prelude revealed that crazy Aunt Jordan was incarcerated in an institution where a fire had broken out. Victor informed the family of this development, based on Jordan's urgent phone conversation with Claire this week, during which she was completely preoccupied with maintaining their connection. The only possible destination for the baddie, assuming she survived the fire, is returning immediately to Genoa City without having to pass go or gather $200. Precisely when the February sweeps begin, undoubtedly, the possibility that Jordan perished could further complicate matters. Look for a story next week regarding that. Sharon's priceless expression lit up the room as she entered and saw Chance and Summer giggling while holding their heads together. Here's Genoa City's newest mogul, was Summer's ecstatic response. Although everything was extremely uncomfortable, everyone handled it admirably. Sadly, the fact that everyone handles the situation well rarely, if ever, generates drama. Daniel's infidelity with the sibling of Devon was the subject of a cordial discussion between the 2 individuals. Everything was extremely anticlimactic. Nevertheless, Devon has no support whatsoever when it comes to lecturing others about deception. Therefore, it was prudent for him to bear in mind that. It appears that he also recalled the outcome of the altercation in which he struck Nate, which fortunately spared Daniel, who avoided the ground, and a severe laceration on his hand that would have terminated his artistic and creative career. Nevertheless, this maturity is tedious. We can only hope that Lily will make amends when she discovers the truth, which might not be for some time considering her feeble justification that now is not the right time to share this kind of information with her. Is there ever a favorable moment to discover that one's romantic partner is reconciling with an ex-lover? No one on Young and Restless was able to maintain employment for an entire week. This time, Abby effortlessly convinced Devon to appoint her to the Chancellor Winter's board. She hired herself into the C-suite half an hour after they first began discussing it. Regrettably, this has become a drinking game term for this soap. Does any other program employ that word more frequently than Young and Restless, or any business, real or imagined, for that matter? In any case, I have no doubt that this news will be highly received. Who will be the first to be displeased with Devon for bringing in his significant other? Is there interest in placing wagers on this? Possibly chance. This appears to be what Melissa Ordway meant when she stated that Chance and Abby were compelled to spend time together. It is conceivable, of course, that everyone will adore the concept and have a genuine come-by-a moment. In that case, I will be compelled to throw rocks. Regarding dubious promotions, why has no one erupted in ecstatic disbelief upon learning that Diane accomplished precisely what everyone had feared she would accomplish upon her return to town? An entire narrative was preoccupied with the character's irate anticipation that Diane would persuade Jack to promote her to the C-suite at Jaybut. However, now that he has, the situation is moot. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Isa Media to our channel and stay with TS.